All right, I promise not to trigger people. I know I've said it before that I bought an Omega and this is an Omega. It says Omega big on it. Okay, whatever. It's a Swatch, MoonSwatch, co-branded with Omega. All right, moving on. It does say Speedmaster on there too, which is an Omega brand. Anyway, all right, I'm not gonna go there. Let's just talk about the watch. So this is part of the full moon production certificate here. This is part of the this was right here, the pink moon in April of 2023. So yeah, so this was actually produced during the pink moon of April 2023. Then it was sold on, yeah, I can show this. It was sold in Vegas. I think it was Vegas only, if I'm not mistaken, on May 5th, which was also a full moon. So it was made on a full moon in April, the pink moon. It was sold on a full moon in May. I don't know how many. They don't tell you how many. A buddy of mine that's out in Vegas, let's call it Wet Watches. I'll actually put a link to his YouTube channel. He does a lot of really fun shorts, and he's doing some other videos too. He was able to get me one. So big thanks to my buddy Joe from Wet Watches for doing that. Really appreciate it. Because I was out there before with Wet Watches for the launch, and I picked up a Neptune. I had given that watch away, and I don't want to say I regretted it. It was a great watch, and it was I did really well with the videos and everything like that. But it's a cool watch. I could see owning this. I've worn it a couple times. No, this is not the strap that it comes on. This everybody pretty much knows the strap that it comes on. Some people will wear it, but it's not comfortable. It's not a comfortable strap. I'm not saying it's not a good strap. It probably is a good strap. It's just not a comfortable strap. So these straps are actually from Perpetual Straps. I'll put a link to their website down below as well. They make very good fitted straps. Like I said, I'll put information down below. I selected this camo one. I just like the way it looks with it. But let's get back to the watch. 41.5 millimeter-ish for the case, because this side of the case, just like a regular Speedmaster, this says Speedmaster on the dial, is kind of like a crown guard. So it's really like a 41.5. The lug to lug, 47.3. Thickness, 13.3 mil. Lug width, 20 millimeter. One of the best things about this watch, I know this is going to be another little jab at the watch, but are the spring bars. I think the spring bars are actually Omega spring bars, and they are very good quality spring bars. I know that's a weird thing to kind of single out on this watch of something being really great about it, but it is. And it only weighs 41 grams, so it is super lightweight. It is bioceramic, so it's essentially like ceramic mixed with like plastics or resins or something. It looks and feels like plastic. It's a little bit tighter bond than some plastics might be, so it has a little bit of a unique feel to it. How durable it is or how strong it is for getting nicks and scratches, I just don't know. I haven't fiddled with it that much. So let's zoom in and take a closer look at this guy. The Moonshine series, they're all going to be a little unique. And this one is unique in the sense that it has the little pink tip on the chronograph hand. The chronograph hand is actually coated in 18 karat gold or something. It's not solid gold, but I think it's like coated in it or something. And then that's part of the Moonshine series, is they all will have the gold chronograph hand. I think the one that just got released recently, the hand actually has embossed into it some sort of pattern, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think they're going to replicate. Each one is going to be different. That's what's going to be unique about it. So like with this one having the pink in the tip of the chronograph hand, you're not going to see that again, essentially. They shouldn't repeat it. That's what I understand. And then also on the case back, the like this one has the pink moon here. So like you're not going to see that done again as well. And you can see how good that strap fits into the watch, and a little peek at the spring bars. I know it's hard to tell how good a quality they are from this angle, but they are actually legit good. So let's go ahead and start the chronograph. This has a obviously like a Swatch chronograph movement in its quartz. That's what underneath, I think that underneath that tab is the battery change, if I'm not mistaken. You can see that one ticking away. It looks like it hits some of the marks, if not all of the marks. Not too bad. A little bit of bounce to it, though. You can see it's not a super precise movement or anything. Don't expect miracles with this. This watch is $285, and I'm sure they could have done a lot less money. But, I mean, there's a lot of marketing, and, I mean, I don't know that they need to market it anymore just because of the, what do you call it? The hype around the watch is already, like, pretty high. So, if you stop it, this one feels a little more tactile than that Neptune, if I recall right. And you can see the chronograph hand doesn't line up exactly right. I'm not sure if that can be adjusted or not. I'll have to fiddle with that. I've heard of people like these coming off and stuff. I don't know if that's user error or if it's a defect in the product. But it feels pretty solid to me. It still feels kind of delicate feeling just because the materials are so lightweight, and it is, you know, kind of a cheaply made watch. Let's be honest with one another here. I've trolled people in the past, basically, you know, saying that it was more than what it is. I realize what this watch is, but also it does say Omega and Speedmaster on the dial. Okay, actually even on the literature. And only the Moonshine series are going to come with that certificate of authenticity. So if you're picking one of these up used, or, you know, on the gray market or whatever, make sure you get this. And you don't necessarily need a receipt, because what Swatch is doing now is they're doing this. So a receipt with it is fine, but they're tracking these, legitimately tracking these. So if you don't have all of that information, I would be cautious. That's all I can say. But here it is on wrist, super comfortable, just like all Omega Swatch MoonSwatches are. They're very comfortable, and then you can put these aftermarket straps on there, and they're just it just elevates it, because there's no way, absolutely no way I'd be able to wear it on that thing. It's terrible. So there it is. Will I wear this watch? Yeah, I already have. I wore it when I was down in Louisville. I wore it out for breakfast or something like that. Let's kill the lights, studio lights, and see if this thing has any lume. It does. So you can see it. That's not too bad. I mean, I blasted it with the UV light, and it might fade out pretty quick, but it's pretty dang good. You can actually even see that pink a little bit. Interesting. You guys see that? You can see that pink a little bit right there. It's faint, but it's there. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next vid.